Hello, everyone. So today I want to talk a little bit about that conversation you have with yourself about tinnitus. So many people have gotten to a much better place with their tinnitus, like so much so that they don't think about it very much. Sure, they probably have some background sounds around them, but not always. And it just becomes something that just goes into the background where it's not important anymore. And that's what I try to do here on this channel, is help you get to a better place where you don't get bothered by it so much. You feel okay and you don't think about it very much. And how do we do that? A lot of that is just the conversation we have with ourselves about it. You need to catch things that you say and change them to something that's a little bit better. And as you do that, tinnitus becomes less important. It becomes something you can manage. So, for example, you can, when you start saying, "Oh, the sound is so bothersome, it's so loud today," these are words that you're saying to yourself, and you're sort of programming yourself to have that reaction. So when you catch yourself doing that, "It's so loud today," you say, "I'm gonna go put on some background noise, and I'm gonna go and do something besides sit here and think about it." And that's why I always encourage you to find some activities. It might be reading a book or doing yoga or dancing or drawing, but don't just sit there and think about how it's not good to you. And you do have to replace those thoughts with, "You know what, I can manage this. I could do this. I'm okay. I can get through this. I'm going to be all right. I'm going to do something and I'm going to be okay." And hopefully don't get too uptight about it, but just like, I'm not bothered by this tinnitus thing. You can't beat me. I've got you, tinnitus. I've got you totally handled. And maybe it's something with sleep. You say, "I'm going to start sleeping better. I'm not worried about tinnitus anymore. It doesn't bother me anymore. And I'm going to sleep so good. I'm going to sleep better and better." And maybe some days they don't go the way you planned, but even on the bad day, you say, "I'm not even going to call this a bad day. It's just it's another day, but I'm getting better and better. The sinus is really not bothering me so much anymore. It's just me now. I'm okay with it. And the more you can kind of just be okay with it and not be, I'm not bothered by it, and you say these things again and again, it becomes your reality. At first, when you say these things, in a way, you don't believe yourself. You say, "I'm not bothered by it," but actually you have been really bothered by it. So you don't believe yourself, right? But you've got to start changing the language, and it'll start building a case for that. And your brain will start to welcome in that new message that, look, so many other people, have been able to get through it. And I've heard their stories. It was really rough for them at first, but then they got better. I'm going to get better too. And I'm going to learn to not be bothered by it. I'm going to get busy doing other things. And, I'm going to say to myself, "I'm okay. It's just a sound. And I don't have to think about it so much anymore. I can stop thinking about it so much." And at first, I know it's hard for me not to think about it, but I'm going to keep remembering to just keep redirecting my thoughts, use background sounds, and especially not talk about it so negatively. I'm going to talk about it more positively. This is something I can handle now. I'm going to learn. I'm going to find the way, and I'm going to do it. So I just want to encourage you to kind of think about the conversation you've been having with yourself about tinnitus. And I think you already know some ways you could improve what you've been saying to yourself, right? And if that'll become your habit, I think you're going to speed up in how fast you get better and get to just have a normal everyday life and enjoy it every day. So best wishes to you. This is my message for today.